All right. So we're just gonna pretend that I didn't have my mic muted on OBS this entire time, and we're gonna continue. But so first, now this is the beginning of the video. For real this time. Oh, my life. Okay. This is probably the first of a series of maybe behind the scenes of editing some of my scripts, not all of them obviously, but for the most part this is the behind the scenes for this Knight's roleplay that should be out at the same time. The script for it as well, if you happen to be a voice actor that also records audio roleplay scripts, that script will be available on the ASMR Script Haven Reddit, so you can look for it there. And yeah, I'll also make sure that all those appropriate links are in the description. But anyway, pity indeed. We're gonna move on. At the moment, I spent the last hour recording myself creating this. So my process at the moment is still in development. I think I've nearly got it finalized, where essentially I take the raw file, remove all the background noise so we get these nice blank spots. Then I normalize everything, and then I put a hard limiter on it so that more or less everything is mostly equally across the board around this area here. Then I take my takes, pop them over to here in the best order that they go, well, logical order, and then I go ahead and clean out the small little bits here and there of like mouth noises and anything else that might have got, you know, caught up in the file. This is me copying and pasting to make empty space. I spent a whole hour talking about everything that I was doing. Choices in the script, a line being cut out, figuring out how to label when one character is talking and when the other character is talking and when the character is talking to the listener. So, this at the moment right now, where I left off, is plugging in the second character I'm playing, which is, if you've noticed, it says Princess. So, I'm trying to pick up where I left off. Control save every time. I spent a whole hour talking about everything. Every single little choice that I was making. But we continue. This is art. This is what we do. This is where we are. Yeah, that's the princess. The knight was way over here, but we're over here now. How long is this file? This is 12 minutes. So I recorded this now and over an hour ago, taking these 12 minutes, creating this. In the previous recording, I pointed out that to get to 1 minute of finalized audio, exactly the way I wanted, that took about 30 minutes. And we're here at the 3 minutes. But at this point right now, you're actually getting lucky, since this is the kind of like the later end of the editing process. So on my phone I have the script in front of me, so I'll be going back and forth, and maybe next time I'll have the whole screen recorded so you can see whenever I'm skipping from the script back and forth, just because that's how I keep organized. But today at the very least I have the script on my phone, so you're just gonna have to trust me on that. So this is the princess speaking. I plan to keep them right up against each other. If you would, your highness. Oh. Did I miss something already?
Mistake, princess.
Ooh, I think I already messed up.
Squire's mistake, princess.
This is where the blaming others should be. Ooh, okay, so maybe it's a good thing that I took a break. So you're going away, pop, and you're gonna be right up against here. The closest to gonna show that this is the princess speaking.
Is that how all our knights are trained? Pity.
Alright. So, the first bit.
They just cleared out the last one, didn't they? They just cleared out the last.
I want to keep this side, that's for sure. That everything is so beneath her. This will make more sense and be less spoilery if you happen to have watched the actual audio roleplay before this. But if you don't care, we don't care. So that way I know where I'm at.
Can't expect knights to keep anything. They just.
I'm a very mumbly person, so a lot of my blubs are just me stumbling over because I'm not actually enunciating the way I should.
They just cleared out the last one, didn't they? Still dusty. Can't expect knights to keep anything clean.
Yeah, she's kind of a brat. Let me give myself extra space. Copy. Let's see how that sounds.
They just cleared out the last one. They just cleared out the last one, didn't they?
Alright, so my process is, now that I've got the take I want, I would actually come in here and clean out all these little stuff here. Because I mentioned before in the recording that didn't actually record, that a lot of the things that slow me down the most in creating audio roleplays is the cleaning up part. Which, as you can see here, I'm scrubbing clean, which I don't have to do that. But I edit the audio in a way that it's like if I were listening to it as a listener, my personal preference is not hearing a lot of that, though that won't kill my interest in it itself. I mean, if it's still like an interesting audio, interesting story, that's not gonna matter. But for me, because I have to spend time actually doing this, I don't like listening to it while I'm cleaning it up, so I just remove everything.
They just cleared out the last one, didn't they?
But I can hear it and I can see it. These little pops here, sometimes they're audible, sometimes they're not. So I just go ahead and just do a little scoot, scoot with the healing tool. Not every click will be erased if I don't really notice it on a quick listen through. It's just trying to kind of just like not notice it.
They just cleared out the last one, didn't they? Still dusty. Can't expect knights to keep anything clean.
So that sounded pretty clear to me, so I'm just gonna let it be. I don't know what that is, and I hate it.
Two days of nothing but boredom.
There's something here. The little something. I don't like it. You do. Let's see.
2 days of nothing but boredom. 2 days of nothing but boredom. That's what it will be.
Okay, that sounded good to me.
2 days of nothing but boredom. That's what it will be.
Okay. Good enough for me. That's kind of like how I judge everything. It's good enough for me. And then this is where the night comes in. Did I not clean this up? I hear a little... Ooh, pues. Oh, I hear stuff. Yeah. Ooh, I left stuff behind. And then the plosive. There's two ways I usually do it. I might either lower it here, or I might just go in and use a little brush tool, make it really teeny, and come really down here and kind of soften out the lower part. I don't know the terminology. And then I hit delete, and you can kind of see how it already cleared out a little bit. I'll zoom in post, but let me see now. There we go, now we're not hearing it.
You know, princess, if you can't be a pleasant passenger, could you at least...
But here's the other one. There we are. I'll do the same thing. It's already on the little, what's it called? Paintbrush. I'm gonna paint it out. Yeah. Right there. Okay. And you can see this morph. So if I do undo, and then I just hit the delete again, I could have just made it worse.
Pleasant passenger.
Yeah, so but now I can actually just heal that away. Oops.
Pleasant passenger.
Oh, well, that sounds better to me. None of that sounded good. But when you're just listening to it in one go.
You know, princess, if you can't be a pleasant passenger, could you at least...
Yeah, so it buries it enough. It's as long as I don't notice, I'm okay with it. That's just the judgment call. Yeah, so Knight just responded that like it doesn't really matter what you say because we're out here on the wall. Oh, on the wall. We're outside the walls of the castle. So it doesn't matter how we speak to you, princess. It just matters that we get you where you need to be. You know what? I'll just take this one and replace that one. Problem solved. Oh shoot. Problem solved. The more takes you give yourself, the easier time you'll have when you actually need a backup take. Don't need that. See, ooh, see? It just moves. Ooh, kind of gone, but not entirely gone.
So my father offered an alliance.
Ooh, it becomes a little whistle. Can I lasso this thing? And then just imposed silence. Hey, does that kind of work? Silence. It's still there with this little box. Hey, yeah, because it's still in the thing. If I raise this up to even see it better, all the way down. Fix. Ooh, it's still here. I want that gone. It just moved aside. It just moved aside. Ooh. So even applying silence here doesn't get rid of that. Ooh. And there's probably a more fancier way to get rid of it. I just don't know it. I can't even put silence anymore because it's already silent. Can I? Cut it?
Alliance.
Ooh, okay.
So my father offered an alliance. Offered an alliance.
Ooh. Can't even see it anymore.
So my father offered an alliance. An alliance.
So I can't even see it anymore. Oh, there it is. Huh, there it is. What is here? What can I do with you? So I can only listen to what's in that box, right? Auto heal? Not that it did anything good. We'll have to just put this back the way it was. Okay, so this part is where I have to be careful. Now that I know that if I mess with it, it leaves a little squeak. But if I don't do anything, it's noticeable. So let me just carefully, overall, replace it. So it's not too noticeable, but I don't risk leaving behind a little whistle.
So my father offered an alliance through marriage.
Barely noticeable. I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is already gonna be an hour and a half.
To clear their debts.
Back to the cleaning. Ooh. Ooh. Good God. Oh, I heard the little bubble. There we go. All right. Another line. Another one.
I only heard you're always together. What are you anyway?
Ooh, asking about our relationship, listeners. What do y'all call yourselves? We don't know.
Only heard you're always together. What are you anyway?
And then the listener says something. And if you have a chance to read the script, you'll notice there's two options for what L says. And it's up to you guys to kind of decide if you feel like it's kind of decided, kind of not decided.
Complicated?
Okay, here is now the maybe just quiet carriage ride to end between the other night and the listener night. Okay, so as of right now, this is the audio entirely with both the characters and just you and me. Sounds great. Yeah.